MoneyBoy. Trade. MoneyBoy. Trade. Private jet flights overseas. Damn pieces coming by the lead. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the trees. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Private jet flights overseas. Damn pieces coming by the lead. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the trees. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Counting hundreds with my amigos. Blue water, frozen sub-zero. Hit a lick, flip it twice, break bread with my people. Who knock and look out the people? Clutching my desert eagle. Cock, aim, squeeze, trigger, empty clip and reload. Pints, pills, 2 kilo. Bitches coming in trio. Shaking all ass, beat the pot like Migos. Last second shot and one. Free throws, no Master P, but I'm looking for the free code. Pints, pills, 2 kilos. Bitches coming in trio. Shaking all ass, beat the pot like Migos. Last second shot and one. Free throws, no Master P, but I'm looking for the free code. Private jet flights overseas. Damn pieces coming by the lead. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the trees. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Private jet flights overseas. Damn pieces coming by the lead. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the trees. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Too high geek. Top floor, nosebleed, C, 4A, 4AB. Push star, got no key. MoneyBoy, Lou got it. Take a picture, paparazzi. Quay, Louis, Bill Cosby. Rape a hoe, no, not me. Hashtag MB3. Primetime MBC. On lane, I do me. Dial-on, I spit heat. Private jet flights overseas. Damn pieces coming by the lead. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the trees. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek. Private jet flights overseas. Damn pieces coming by the three. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the trees. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills, too high geek.
No, I don't like the fact that our representation as a people, y'all praising two Dusties, one don't like dark-skinned black woman, the other don't even like black people, and says there's no racism.
Look here, light-skinned lady. I'm gonna need you to stop being so hard on my black-skinned brothers calling them Dusty.
Hey, now.
You sound like Bullet.
Why y'all be doing Toya like that?
I'm saying you sound like Bullets. You said they dark-skinned Dusties. I didn't say that. You said it.
No, I said it. No, I said he does not like dark-skinned women, and he's Dusty. He's Dusty. He actually said, I don't like dark-skinned women. I like my women light skin or exotic.
So
and
why can't we? So you mad at this man for his personal preference? So you mad at him for his personal preference? That's one man in America that feels that way.
Do you know that's not a personal preference? That's practicing anti-blackness because he comes from a dark-skinned black woman. He's practicing anti-blackness.
It's his personal preference.
That's what it is. That's not a preference, sweetheart.
So that's because his mom is dark skinned, he has to like dark skin or date dark skin. That is freaking crazy.
No,
that is one man's personal preference. Fuck who he likes. If that's who he likes, that's who he likes.
You don't get it. That's not a preference. But you know, STD guy, I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. But that is practicing anti-blackness.
How is that not a preference? Do you like short men? Do you like short men? See, now you turning into Bullets. Now I've been championing you all night. Now I'm STD guy. It's okay.
You've been sipping all night, sir.
But let me ask you a question. What's your name? Because I don't want to say it wrong. I've been calling you Lady in the Middle. What's your name?
My name is Toya, sir.
Toya. Do you date short men?
Have I dated short men? Yes.
No, I said, do you date short men?
Do I have a preference?
Yeah, do you date men that are okay? On average, would you date a man that's 5'4"?
I have before.
I said on average, would you not a one off because that you have before is a one night stand. On average, would you date a man that's 5'4"?
That's not a one night stand.
Wow.
Dating and one night stands are two different
I'm saying
things.
you said
You know
you.
that,
I'm
right?
saying when you
Dating
said
and
you
one night
have
stands are two
before.
different things. Get the
Can you
definition
just
right,
answer the
sir.
question? On
did.
average, would you date a man that is 5'4"? If all the if
Possibly.
9 out of 10 niggas that came to you was 5'4", would you date them or would you go for the 6-foot nigga?
I would go for the guy that likes me the most because I've been with 6-foot guys and they don't.
Oh
They
God!
whack.
See, you just turned into a black woman. I was attracted to you for 3 hours, 19 minutes, and
What?
8 seconds, and then you just won't
What do you
answer
mean
the
a black woman?
question.
See, right there is offensive.
You won't answer the question,
What?
ma'am.
I
I asked
didn't
a
answer your
simple question. I
question.
said, on average, would you
I
date a
did.
nigga that is
I did.
5'4"? And you go into, I would date whoever likes me. That's a simple yes or no question.
Yeah.
I can make it
I
easier.
dated someone
Would you
5'4".
prefer a
Yeah.
nigga that was broke or a
Yeah.
nigga that works at McDonald's? Would you prefer a nigga that just ain't got no money and play PlayStation all day, or a nigga that's at McDonald's trying? Since you don't want to do the short one, let's make it easy. Do you want a nigga that sit at home all day, or do you want a nigga that's trying to go work at McDonald's?
I would date someone that is working. But is that anti-black?
No, that is your preference because you choose not to be with no broke nigga. He chooses to be with somebody that looks exotic. That is a preference. You can be with the broke nigga.
That's not a.
It's not anti.
And by the way, sir,
are there no
and you
exotic looking
saying
black?
I just turned into. Excuse me, sir. And you saying right there that that's a black woman. I am a black woman. So you right there saying that, you got a lot of self-hate yourself when you say that mess.
No,
and that says a lot about your character because you got some anti-blackness if you're going to come at me saying that.
No. I apologize if you. I apologize if you think I was talking to you personally. On my particular platform.
But you shouldn't be talking about black women in that way anyway. Black women, we have our issues. Don't get me wrong.
I talk about all women. I talk about all women. Like my standards for women are so low. Like my standards for women are so low for a relationship that all I require is to have a conversation with them for 3 to 5 minutes without them saying something stupid. You broke the threshold. But when you wouldn't answer a simple question, you just turned into every other woman.
Didn't you just, first of all, didn't you just say you're not a real nigga if you don't have an STD? How ignorant does that sound?
Ma'am, that was a joke.
That's
so
tacky.
We don't know what jokes are now. So we don't know what jokes are now.
We know what jokes are. We know what jokes are.
So you actually thought I was serious when I said that.
Good try.
Well, I'm just saying, you thought I was serious when I said you're not a real nigga if you haven't had an STD. You actually thought I was saying, man, you need to be out here having. Well, if you thought that, I mean, I can't help it, but okay. I think most of the people understood the joke.
Said it.
But I think most people understood the joke.
That you ain't a real nigga unless you get burnt.
Yes, I think most people understood that was a joke. It was a joke.
It wasn't funny, but okay.
It wasn't funny to you, but I'm sure somebody out there laughed. See, I see smileys. You see, there's smileys there now. Niggas know that shit.
Exactly.
It's fun. It's only funny if you're a man. It's only funny if you're a man. Because these two gentlemen up here said they haven't been burnt, but they felt the humor in the joke.
I didn't.
Oh God! Come on, Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat. Come on, Keith Sweat. It's bro code, Keith Sweat. Come on.
No,
Keith Sweat. Keith left me out. He said I didn't.
I do appreciate your honesty.
No, it was a joke. No, seriously, that was a joke. And again, I wasn't talking about you in particular. I kind of like despise all
But your
women. I
conversation.
blame them for 95% of the shit that goes on in the black community. I just do.
Oh,
Everything
really?
starts with
So you
y'all.
take no accountability.
No, I take
Everything.
five. Men take
Okay, there we
5%
go.
accountability. I said
There
clearly
we go.
95%.
5%.
Yeah.
You know how weak
Why
that
does the
sounds,
Why
sir.
does the
That
number
sounds
amount
really
matter so
bad.
much?
And
Why does the percentage? Why
maybe
does my arbitrary
I didn't give you a
percentage
number.
number matter? We need to
I
focus on
didn't.
why I
You
said
brought the
y'all are the
numbers in.
majority of the problem. Fuck the percentage. If I said 60-40,
You said the
you wouldn't be
percentage.
so upset. If I said 50-50,
You
you
said
wouldn't be so upset.
you said you brought the percentage out. I didn't. You're the one that's basing on
Yes, that's
numbers.
my percentage.
You
That's the
remember
percentage
that?
I go with on my platform. That's the one I've practiced and I've
And
worked
then
and I've battled on. It's not a real
do you
figure.
do
That's
you
just
do
my
you do you
number.
do you okay, so before you start throwing numbers, you should get some facts. Because just
No,
because
I don't need a
you don't
fact
know
on
how to
this
go
one
out there
because
and
it's
get
just
yourself
a
a
salacious
hold on, sir.
thing.
Sir, hold on. I'll let you speak. Let me go. Just because
But
you've been
but
hurt
I'm
by
saying, how
hold
you gonna tell
on,
me
hold on,
how I
sir.
want to go with what I picked? I picked that number because that's what
We
I
weren't
wanted to
talking
do
about,
because I know. But I know when I picked that
but it's
high
not a
number.
fact.
But I
It's
I
not a
told you
fact.
it wasn't a fact. I said it was an arbitrary number, and I picked it because it simply
So
starts a
it's pointless.
conversation. Because I said 95, but this is why I do it. I say
It's
95
pointless.
to prove.
Got
But
it.
I got you. Let me say this,
Got
and then I'm
it.
gonna be quiet. When I
Mm-hmm.
said that women come in, I say 95% just to point out how women don't pay attention. I said 95%, and you said so men don't take no accountability. If I said 95, that leaves 5% men, but you automatically jump to zero. And so that is my
No,
problem with women. I'm
I
quiet.
didn't
Go
bring a
ahead.
number. I
I'm
didn't
about to
say
be quiet.
zero. Sir, I didn't even mention any numbers. You remember you're the one that started. You're contradicting yourself. Okay, so I didn't bring out a ratio. I was just saying that maybe if you're gonna do that, you should say it on facts. But here's something else from a lady to maybe a future gentleman. Maybe it's the way the women that you're choosing. Maybe that's something about your character that you need to possibly make better
Ma'am,
choices.
if you grew up in
Just
the
like women
hood,
out
I
there,
don't
they
have to
make better
choose every
choices.
woman in the
Hold
hood. If
on.
you've seen the
So
hood,
excuse
you know
me.
there are several women that do fucked up shit that I'm not fucking. I'm not
Excuse me.
producing all
I
the
wasn't
kids in the hood,
finished.
ma'am, so you can stop that.
I wasn't
I am not
finished.
producing
I
all the
wasn't.
kids in the neighborhood that
I
most
didn't
of us
mention
live in.
kids. I didn't mention
You
kids either,
said
did I?
maybe it's the
I
women you're choosing. I said I blame women for
and you went straight
95%
to
of the
kids.
fucked up shit that's going on in the community. The women produce the
You
kids,
just went
correct?
straight to kids. I didn't mention children. I didn't
But ma'am,
mention children. I
ma'am,
was talking
I
about the
know.
type of
I
woman.
mentioned kids
The
because
type of
you
woman
said
could
it's the
be
women you're
abusive.
choosing.
That, but I didn't mention kids. See, you mentioned that. I
I
didn't mention
mentioned the
that.
kids
So
because
right
I
there,
mentioned the
you're
kids because
zooming
we
in on
live
the
in a real
stereotype.
world and there are kids being born. These kids are turning into
Not
women and men.
you already told me what
And we
kind of
know
women
there
that you're
is a
dealing with.
single parent
Keep hanging
epidemic
yourself.
in the black community, correct?
And
So we
it's
have to throw kids in there.
yeah, okay, but I wasn't talking about kids. See, I'm around women who don't have children. Some are single, some are not. So again, and they're black women too, and they're educated. There are educated black women that do have children. You're the one that focused on kids. I was talking about a woman's actions and how she holds herself and how she can control herself and deal with situations gracefully. But you went straight and zoomed in on kids. So that's saying something about yourself and the kind of woman that you deal with. I didn't mention that. You did. So you already given me a little bit of insight.
I
And
mentioned
so
it
what I'm
because
saying is,
I said I blame women for 95% of the dysfunction in the
you're
community.
going back
That's
to the
why I had to
ratio.
mention that.
You're going back to the false
But I
ratio.
keep telling you that's
You're
an
going back to the
arbitrary
false ratio
number.
because you've been hurt.
No,
So why
that's
are you bringing
ma'am.
it up? It's
Ma'am.
arbitrary.
I started off by saying that is an
Why is it part of the
arbitrary number that
conversation?
I came up with because it goes to show how women don't pay
So it's
attention.
pointless.
You're so focused on how much blame I'm giving y'all. You don't even give a fuck about what I say I blame y'all for. You just worried about the percentage being high. If I had said it's 95% men, 5% women, you wouldn't have shit to say. You'd be like, preach, brother, preach. Preach, brother, preach. But since I'm pointing that mirror at the women's ass, the ones who claim they run the community, the ones who say they strong and independent, and they don't need a man, and them and little JoJo is all they need, you got a problem.
Again, going back, I wasn't talking about numbers. You did. So my point is, your choice of women, maybe you need to take some accountability on the choice of women that you select. Maybe you need to go outside the hood. Black women don't just exist in the hood. You know that, right?
So what are these women doing, ma'am? You keep talking about me. I am one man. There are millions of women in the world, and the black community is fucked up, and the black women say they lead it. You keep talking about me, but I'm not all these women or men in the black community. So we have to talk about the fucked up people in the community. You don't want to talk about the fucked up. You do not want to talk about the fucked up people. My number is talking about the fucked up people. It's not talking about the people in your circle that are doing good, because we're the minority. Us people that are doing good are the minority in the black community. We're not the majority. We're not the culture. We're not who everybody sees.
He's not killing me. He's not killing me.
I am killing you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm not contradicting you. I'm staying in the realm of I'm staying in the realm of why I blame women for 95% of the dysfunction. I'm sorry if you're not keeping up, but everything I'm saying is going back to my original narrative. I said on my platform,
but you don't want to take responsibility.
95%. Okay, I take responsibility for, man. All I can take responsibility for is me having 4 kids with 4 women. That's all I can do. But you know what? These 4 women that I had kids with, they have other kids too. So it's not just me. These women are fucking other men, and fuck my baby mamas.
That's on you now.
In hoods around America, there's an epidemic of baby mamas and baby daddies in hoods around the world, and you keep talking about personal responsibility, but when you say that, you're only talking about men. You're not talking about the women who have 30 different forms of contraceptives. You're not talking about the women who can give the kid up for adoption. You're not talking about the women who can abort the kid. You just keep talking about the men. And that's why I blame women for 95%, because technically y'all are the ones who don't want to accept responsibility. Men will take that 5%. Because we stuck our dick in the wrong woman. We'll take that.
You didn't listen to what I said earlier. I said
I probably didn't, because I kind of like, you lost me when you wouldn't answer a simple question. When you said, I would go with the one that would love me. You lost me about 20 minutes ago.
I sure did.
Because you wouldn't answer a simple question.
And I answered it. But what I also was saying that women have to
deflected.
Listen, listen.
I love you.
Women do have to take responsibility. Listen, come on. I let you talk. It's my turn. What I said also, and what I was about to say, is women have to take accountability too, instead of trying to be single mothers. There's more things out here to focus on rather than end up with someone who don't like you and end up having a baby and repeating the cycle. But it takes 2 to tango. It takes 2 people, 2 adults, 2 consensual adults to lay in the same bed. That's where accountability goes in for both parties. And both people are dumb if you're still a repeat offender. That's what I'm saying.
I have a 17-year-old son and a 13-year-old son. Which parent do you think told my kids that it's not okay to have kids out of wedlock and to wait till they're married and have protected sex? Do you think the mom said that to them or the dad, me?
You've been hurt by a woman. That's what that is.
No,
No, there's no
now, ma'am,
connection.
that has
No,
nothing to do
please,
with
no.
anything. I asked a simple question. I said, I have me and my baby mom. We have a
You're gonna blame the
17-year-old
woman.
son and a
You're gonna blame the
13-year-old
woman.
son. I have
You're gonna
told
blame
my
the woman
sons it is not
because you
right
take no
that I got their
accountability.
moms pregnant and did not marry them. Do you think that they have told them it wasn't okay for them to have a child out of wedlock? No, the
Isn't that
women
your
did
job
not say
too?
that. I told that to my
Isn't
kids as a man. The women did not. You know why? Because they don't
so?
accept the
Why are you a
responsibility
repeat
for that
offender?
shit because it's
Why
normal.
are you a
That's why I blame them for
why are
95%
you a
of
repeat
the
offender then?
dysfunction
Why'd
in the
you
black
repeat the
community.
same cycle 4 times?
And if I wasn't around to
Why'd you
tell
repeat the
them
same
that,
cycle four times
if
then?
I wasn't around to tell my kids
That's
that,
the
9 times
problem.
out of 10, they will
There you
repeat the
go.
cycle
You
because
weren't
their moms
around.
did not tell
You
them,
weren't
you
around.
shouldn't be out here fucking
You
women,
weren't
bear.
around. Thank you. Cheers. You weren't around. Thank you. You just answered it. Thank you. You weren't around. You repeated the same thing
Who
4 times
wasn't
over.
around? Who
You
wasn't
just said
around?
you weren't around.
Ma'am, I said if I
You just said
wasn't
that.
around, ma'am, I said if I wasn't around 9 times out of 10, my kids would have repeated the same mistakes as me because their moms did not tell them they should not be fucking
It's your
women and
job
having
too.
kids if they're
It's
not
your job
married. I had
too.
to tell them that.
It's
They
your
have
job
two
too.
parents. They have
You're the
two parents,
parent
ma'am.
too.
They have a mom and a dad. Only the dad has told them this. Why hasn't the mom told them, you
Why
know
don't you
what,
live by
son, it was
example?
fucked up. I had a baby with your daddy and I
Why
wasn't
don't you
married
live
to
by
him.
example?
I've told my sons that. Their moms have not. Why can't the women say that they fucked up? Just like
Yeah.
on this
And that
conversation, you
tells
have
me
not
what kind
said,
of woman
you
you
keep pointing
choose.
towards the men. It's cool. I'm used to it. Whenever I say 95%, it just triggers women.
Didn't I just say women need to take? Didn't you just hear what I said? You're not listening. You're hearing,
No,
but you're not
you didn't
listening.
hear what I
I
said because
just
you told me
said,
I wasn't
oh, I
around when
heard
I
you.
clearly said if I hadn't been around 9 times out of 10. But I'm still on the point to why
But
didn't my baby's moms, two of them, tell my sons that it's not, they fucked up? Why haven't they? I've admitted that I
because
fucked up. They have not. Can you explain that, please?
because you didn't choose a right woman. You chose, I don't know what kind of bird you
Ma'am, I'm
chose.
saying, but I
You made
told
that
my
choice. You
kids what
slept with
I
her,
did was wrong.
and
The moms have never came out to their sons and said, sons, do not repeat the same mistake that I did. You keep ignoring that. I told them I fucked up. It wasn't right. I did a bad choice. Don't be like me. Their moms have never said this to them. Their moms have never said,
maybe you should
son,
have picked a
you
better
shouldn't be out here
partner.
having unprotected
You
sex if you're not married, all of that. I'm the one that has said
you
this to
didn't.
them. Can you explain? And you won't
Yeah,
explain
and
why.
maybe
Talking
did
around it.
you just hear what I said?
You talking around it.
What I just said is I'm not talking around it. I just said you just chose a woman that has no class, and obviously that comes for something broken. And she's probably a repeat
95% of
offender as
women have
well.
no class then, ma'am.
There you go with that
95%
number.
of women.
Have you been outside the state and seen other
I
women
have. I've been to 32
like other
states and
because
two
black women
countries.
are the
I've been to 32 states and two
because black
countries,
women are not a
ma'am.
monolith.
I love it when y'all ask me that.
Black
As
women
if I'm just a country nigga that
black
haven't
women are
done
not
shit.
a monolith.
I didn't
Well,
say
you
y'all were.
sound,
Again, that is an
but you're putting us in
arbitrary
a
number.
category.
That is an arbitrary number. But you, at this point, you
I'm not
haven't
talking about
even
the
moved
number.
the
I'm not
motherfucker. You
talking
haven't
about the
even moved the number
number.
to 90-10. It's still at 95 to
I wasn't
5.
talking about
At
a
least you can
number.
put up a good argument to move it to 90-10.
I'm
You
not
have not
talking about
slid
a
it any. You
number.
just keep pointing at the man and saying, well, it's the women you pick.
I didn't. I
Everything you
didn't.
say points back to it's the women I
Did I?
picked and I've accepted it. I said, okay, but I am one nigga in the black community. Let's talk about the whole fucking black community.
Did you
You
not
can't keep
hear the
putting
facts?
me on the whole black community.
I'm not.
What about the rest of the
You
fucked up
see,
shit that you
again,
see
you're
every day?
not listening. You're hearing.
What about the fucked up shit you see every
I
day
don't
that
see
ain't
that
got
shit
nothing to
every
do
day.
with me?
My parents were married. I'm a child of
So, ma'am, you don't
divorce.
watch TV.
But
You don't watch
yeah,
TV. You don't
but
watch World Star. You don't have IG.
I don't
You
watch
don't
World
have
Star. No,
YouTube. You
really?
don't got
You're
Facebook.
looking at the worst of black people. That's the thing. See, you're programmed. No, I'm not dry as fuck.
You're programmed
Thank
too,
you.
ma'am.
I'm
Everyone is
very
programmed. Everyone is programmed at some point. If you pay taxes, nigga, you're
deprogrammed
programmed
yourself.
to pay them. If you go to the store and you pay
Deprogram
sales
yourself.
tax, you're programmed to pay sales tax.
Black
If you
American
pay for a
model.
driver's license, ma'am, you're programmed to pay for that driver's license, your tags, yada, yada, yada. We're
I'm
all
talking
programmed, so you
about.
can't make me feel
I'm
bad
talking
by
about the
saying that either.
stereotype.
You live in the
Hey,
I'm
yo,
not
same
Squirrel
talking
Girl,
city
about
as
came
that.
I
up.
do.
That's not what I'm here
Squirrel
to
Girl
do.
came up.
I just don't make excuses about this shit.
I'm not trying to make you feel bad. That's not my thing.
Yeah,
I don't make excuses either. That's why I believe in birth control and I'm pro-choice. I don't make excuses. When I was single and doing my thing, I took precautions so I wouldn't be that statistic. And a lot of women need to take that responsibility too, because there's free birth control out there, depending what state you live in. And so I don't understand why women don't take a little bit more responsibility on that. But men also have to take a little bit of responsibility of that too, like
we'll take our
wrapping up.
5%.
Or if you
Hashtag women
don't,
95% of
you
the
know,
fucked up shit going on in the black community.
yeah,
Hashtag it, fellas.
that number doesn't mean anything. That's arbitrary, like you said. But anyway, moving on.
Hashtag it, fellas.
And so, the thing is, I'm not here
Which
to
number,
like insult you.
when you pick an
I'm not
arbitrary
talking
number,
about a
what
number of
percentage would
statistics.
you give women?
I'm
I'm
not
gonna let
doing
you pick an
that.
arbitrary number.
I
What
like to
number, what
go.
percentage,
I go
what
on
percentage would you give
facts.
women?
I go on facts. I go on
But I'm saying
facts,
just give me
and
an
I need to read my
arbitrary number.
facts.
What percentage would you give women
We
for the
know
fucked up shit in the
statistically, we know
community?
there are 70%. Excuse me. Statistically, there are 70% of the Black community that is unmarried and who are single parents. That's 70%.
I said women. We're just gonna place blame on each side. What side would you give women? Because
Yes,
whatever
because
you
it
give
takes
women.
two. It takes
So, but I'm
two
saying,
to
just can
procreate.
you please just give me an
I
arbitrary
just
number? Because you
did.
didn't like my 95.
No, I'm based
Like,
on facts.
would
I'm
you go
based on facts.
50
It's
50?
70%.
So you're 50-50.
Sir, no, I base on facts. It's 70% that unwed Black people in our
So
community of African
70% women,
Americans. We're
30%
not
men.
talking
I'll go with
worldwide.
that. I'll go with
No,
that. 70% women.
now I'm talking both parties. See, I see
So,
what you're
and I
doing.
know you're
You
talking
don't want
both
to take
parties,
any
and I asked
responsibility
you a
and
specific
accountability.
question about one party that could answer a question about both. It's real simple.
Exactly. And I also
Uh,
said I don't
it,
know the correct ratio because I like to base things on facts.
Man,
respectfully,
make one.
Facts.
money trade, you're not getting the draws. Okay. You're not putting in the right work to make Toya
I,
feel comfortable. Your game is weak. Your game is weak. Your game is weak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a real gentleman on the line. I'm going to cam everybody down for a quick second. And I'm going to let him put his Mac mode on Toya because that's what she deserves. She deserves sweet nothings in her ear. She deserves to
what?
be wooed. Let's have our woo session. Let's go.
Shay's so stupid.
So you really gonna do that?
Well, Reverend Bartender,
Yeah.
you changed your name.
I'm speechless right now. Nah, I can't do
I just speak on
Um,
facts. That's all I'm just saying.
uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Anyways, you've been talking the whole night, doing back and forth, whatever. You know, you might as well just come out there and just holler at me because I'm not a nigga that hasn't told you this whole night. I'm done.
Oh no, I appreciate that, sir, but I am in a relationship with someone, and so I want to respect those boundaries. But I do appreciate you being a gentleman, and thank you. And I do appreciate that. You know, this is like I can talk and bullshit all day. So I do appreciate you being nice about that, gentlemen. Much respect.
I
So
think we
now I'm
lost them.
offended because you trying to make it seem like I wasn't a gentleman, ma'am. I'm about to turn into bullets on you. Bullets, get her bullets. I'm just
Why are
playing.
you hurt?
Well, it's
Because we
not on there.
disagreed.
Stop it.
No, I said I'm just playing. Again, it was a joke, darling.
I know, but it just wasn't funny.
Everything doesn't have to be funny for you. You're not the only one
That
here.
was an epic fail.
You're not the only one here.
Wow.
I'm
You're
just
right.
pointing out. You was like, I thank you for being a gentleman. Like I wasn't being a gentleman. I was the first one to cape up for you and say, Bullets, you're going a little too far.
You don't have to keep up, and I appreciate that too.
Ma'am,
And I
ma'am,
appreciate
it
this
was
conversation. Why are
it was
you
a
hurt by
joke.
that? I'm not insulting you. I'm not calling you
It
names.
was,
We're just having
ma'am,
an adult conversation.
it was a joke. It might not have landed for you, but it landed for someone out there. I promise you it did.
Okay. There is an audience out there that will laugh. You're right. I'm not it. But thank you. I appreciate your
A
comment.
tough crowd.
hmm Honey, I used to do improv, so yeah,
Okay,
you
so yeah,
really gotta make me
I
laugh.
figured that.
But well, I need you to pull up on my channel, and I bet I got some shit already on there that will make you laugh.
Possibly.
Pretty much.
No, I'm not gonna say no,
Did
but
you just give me a French nigga accent?
possible is French and in Espanol.
Yeah, a French nigga accent. That's hood
Excuse
nigga
me?
French. That's hood
Excuse
nigga
me?
French. Hood
No,
nigga French. See,
no.
laugh my ass off.
You got an audience. Good. There's one. Good.
That's
You got an
all.
audience of one.
That's all Jesus needed, baby, was one, and they turned
No.
into 12, which turned into the Catholic religion that has billions of followers today. So all I need is one.
I was raised
So,
Catholic. Trust me. I
are
get
you
it.
are you
Yeah.
Me
really a
too.
Trump supporter?
He is. You can't tell.
I
Are
am.
you?
You guys say actually, I am not. I know that black people are triggered by certain shit. So like Bullets got it. Sometimes I troll.
Okay, so
I
you
do
just want
agree with the
to.
slogan of the Make America Great Again because I have my own way of making America great. And I don't
Yeah, now
find
shut the
that
fuck up.
slogan racist, but I'm not a Trump supporter.
Okay.
Dang, Sasha, oh gee, you killing me, son. It's
I
supposed to
know.
be men unity, sir. You're not
I
on
know.
code.
I know.
You weren't on cold, brother.
I mean,
No, we were all on code when we were going at Bullets, but now he just
but
killing me. Like he's supposed to have
listen,
my back.
listen. You lost me with the syphilis.
So now you gonna act like you didn't know there was a fucking joke, and I did not say fucking syphilis. Motherfucker said
You
syphilis.
lost me with the gonorrhea, my nigga. I was
I
done with
said
you, dog.
chlamydia. I did not
Until.
say syphilis. I said chlamydia. That is a woman's STD.
Like I said, when you said all that
What?
shit, I was like, how, what, huh?
What'd
But
you
dude,
say?
Now I'm
you know
fucking with
that
you,
was a
bro.
joke because it was pure ignorance to say like
Your
that's
delivery.
not a
Honey, you
thing
were
to
on your
brag
delivery.
about. That's what made it funny to be like, I know this nigga did not just say this nigga is crazy. He said you ain't no real nigga. And the first thing y'all said was I ain't no real nigga then. Cause we know it.
Oh, so Harlem was right the whole time, actually said, oh, you can go be his boyfriend. Go
So,
ahead.
Toya, what's your
What to do, Pressure?
Toya? Seriously, what's your story?
Pressure, you know there was bullets in no nigga named Harlem.
What was
What is your
that? I'm
story?
sorry, sir.
What is? I said, what is your story? Like, what's up with you? You be on YouTube a lot?
Yes, I am now. Since, well, not as much anymore because I'm back in school.
Okay,
But I do have a channel, yes,
got you.
and
What
I
you in
do
school
like
for?
I'm going back to school for business marketing because I have a liberal arts degree, and you can't do anything with that right now in a pandemic.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I'm trying to get a public relations degree.
Gotcha. I'm minding in business administration, so I understand.
That's what's up.
Mm,
That's what's up. See, this is just like hearted conversation. This, we can joke. I don't mind joking and talking about this is why I don't like half breeds. Okay, waterhead. All right. I'm not a half breed, but obviously you don't know nothing about genetics, dumb motherfucker. Um,
but I will tell you this though. You and that clicking pen that you got in your damn hand. I know what you
Oh
were doing.
shit!
I know what you were doing. You was trolling. You went from a glass of wine to clicking that pen. Yeah, I know what you were doing.
Psychology.
Anytime you have a pen in your hand, people, your IQ jumps up exponentially. Okay, so I promise you, her IQ level went
She's
from
trying
like
to turn you on with her intelligence.
yes, she was so
Is
seductive.
it? It's working, isn't it?
It is such a
It
turn
is.
on.
I tried to give you a shot. I didn't know she was in a relationship. I tried to give you your one-on-one with her. I know you were trying to get at her, but you
At
know.
least I didn't use my lotion like your boy on this panel.
She had me in a trance for a minute too. Then she went woman mode. I was like, "Fuck!"
Because I'm a woman.
It was too good to be true. Damn
That's cool.
Because I'm a
unicorns,
woman. Am I supposed to be in dude mode? How much sense does that make, brother?
ma'am. I
Is
think
it
you
a joke?
missed the part where I said
Is it
my
a joke?
standards for a woman are low to the point where I said all it will take for me to marry a woman is for me to have a conversation with her for 3 to 5 minutes without her saying something stupid. And I have yet to find that since I broke off my last engagement
Maybe
7 years ago.
maybe it's because some of the things that you say are kind of stupid.
Or it could be like when I ask a woman a straight up and down question, yes or no, they run around the block like you did on several of the questions that I asked you. And I just don't have time for that shit.
Because I was being honest
It
with you
irritates
about
me.
like my past. Well, I'm sorry you're easily irritated. You
Well,
should work on
it's
that.
not you. It's women in general. It has nothing to do with you. It's women in general. Women
Well,
are
maybe
just
that's
irritating.
something.
Do you know
They're
what,
Women are
irritating, they're evil, and they're despicable people.
brother?
women are
Let me tell you
irritated.
something though.
I will say
Women are
that, but you come
usually
out from a woman,
Keep
and
usually
Sweat, keep
keep
Sweat, fuck all that, because even
wait, brother.
the most church going woman will talk shit about the other bitch at the church. Even
That's
the
true.
old women talk shit about each other.
That's
you
You've
true.
have
But
to be
seen
listen
careful
women
though.
in church
at
with
some
her.
point in your life. You've seen women do some fucked up shit to women and fucked up shit to men. They just evil.
Just
I'm
hear
not
me
going to
out.
disagree with that.
The emotion that you're displaying is indicative. It kind of matches up symbolically with women, and that's the issue right now. Because when y'all are talking,
Yeah.
you are coming off
Stop
as the
it.
emotional
Now,
one.
if a woman talks like that, it's passion. Because when I did it, it's emotion. Because I'm not talking like Keith Sweat and having a smooth voice.
So my voice is smooth.
It's,
Don't be
it's
commenting on my
emotion.
voice, brother.
Dude, I complimented you on your voice earlier. I told you
I
got a
didn't hear
fucking
that.
awesome radio voice. I need you to come by my channel and do some drops, nigga. I need you to do it.
I
You got a
mean,
cool voice.
but I mean, the lady needs to tell me that, not the man. So tell me that, baby.
God, here we go.
Shay, tell me that.
Sir,
Then after that,
have you never heard the radio station when another nigga came on and said, "You now listen to Q45, blah blah blah."
nah,
The
I was not paying
Allstate
attention.
man does. The
I wasn't paying
Allstate
attention
man
to the
does
guy.
voiceovers for everybody.
I just
Nigga,
wasn't
you can
paying
have
attention to the
James
guy.
Earl Jones in your damn car on your GPS, and you talking about I need a man.
I just need that woman to say
Ultra
it.
masculine men. You ultra masculine men are a trip. Everything ain't gay, sir.
Like I said, in the middle of the night, I don't want a man telling me my voice is good and smooth. I prefer that from a lady. But continue.
I will say that you do have a nice voice.
I appreciate that, sweetie.
Harlem, are you sleeping?
Fuck you, dog. It's supposed to be homies over hoes, brother. Man, he said, "Thank you,
Wait, I
darling."
Well,
think this nigga sleep.
He said you hard leg nigga. I don't want to hear that shit from you.
and while we're talking about this, Harlem right now has started snoring after ejaculating 3 times from the silent
Harlem
Toya.
sleep.
He's
So
sleeping on the bathroom floor, people.
yeah, he's
Bullets
definitely not
passed out,
calling
man.
anybody light skinned bitches. It's like he just totally zoned out.
That nigga fell asleep. He been trolling too long.
He's sleeping on the bathroom floor, y'all.
Next to some red crates, some milk crates.
No. Well, you know, I think this is probably a good ending point because we've been 4 hours in. Toya, you know, you are so appreciated. I think you are a champ. I love when you come on here.
Shay.
Yeah,
You're a wonderful, beautiful woman, beautiful soul.
you are a beautiful woman too, and I hope you know that this isn't anything more than jokes. You know what I'm saying? You're
lost
always.
this debate though, Toya. You lost.
Excuse
You
me.
can come on my channel for round 2. We can do this shit. 95. I am 3-0 with this 95% shit just because women get so thrown off by the number. They can't focus on shit else. But this nigga said we 95% of the problem. So you can come on over and try your luck again.
I get
MoneyBoy, trade, MoneyBoy. Trade, private jet flights overseas, damn pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys, waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese, murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap, pop pills too high geek. Private jet flights overseas, damn pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys, waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese, murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap, pop pills too high. Counting hundreds with my amigos, blue water, frozen sub-zero. Hit a lick, flip it twice, break bread with my people. Who knock and look out the people? Clutching my desert eagle. Cock, aim, squeeze, trigger, empty clip and reload. Pints, pills, 2 kilos. Bitches coming in trio. Shaking all ass, beat the pot like Migos. Last second shot and 1. Free throws, no Master P, but I'm looking for the free code. Pints, pills, 2 kilos. Bitches coming in trio. Shaking all ass, beat the pot like Migos. Last second shot and 1. Free throws, no Master P, but I'm looking for the free code. Private jet flights overseas, damn pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys, waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese, murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap, pop pills too high geek. Private jet flights overseas, damn pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys, waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese, murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap, pop pills too high geek. Too high geek. Top floor, nosebleed seat. 4A, 4AB. Push star, got no key. MoneyBoy, Lou got said. Take a picture, paparazzi. Quay, Louis, Bill Cosby. Rape a hoe, no, not me. Hashtag MB3. Primetime MBC. On lane, I do me. Dial I spit heat. Private jet flights overseas. Damn pieces coming by the league. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills too high geek. Private jet flights overseas. Damn pieces coming by the 3. Piano witch playing with the keys. Waterfront chilling in Belize. Greenbacks, rack, blue cheese. Murder ain't came up in the street. Good dope, no price cheap. Pop pills too high geek.